The idea for N3L was about a year in the making.
We were in Milan at the beginning of the year, and we had just finished a session, and part of that session was discussing the third retail brand.
We had been talking about consumers, we had been brainstorming about evolution of retail.
It's a great little cafe across the street from Luxottica's headquarters.
Colin Baden and I were at a lunch in a small Italian cafe.
We went across there, me to eat, him to tell me his ideas.
And he and I just sat down and started sketching on a napkin.
Scott had some very specific ideas about the physical construct of the store.
Sort of how would you put all of the ideas in our head into one store?
And if we took that napkin and put it against what we're building in Cherry Creek, I think we probably executed Scott's vision to about 90% of what we sketched in Milan that day.
We are on the forefront of creating an entirely new retail experience.
It's about movement around sport.
N3L stands for Newton's 3 laws of motion.
And the idea behind the store is that it's a performance-based platform. So movement has everything to do with the concept.
It's around technology.
Newton was a scientist and he was a mathematician. And a big part of this concept is built around innovative technology. And so we loved the idea of having this name that stood for motion and science.
The challenge was to build a store that catered to men, but at the same time didn't alienate women. So Craig and myself, spent 5 or 10 minutes thinking about what was the one thing aesthetically that men and women agree on, and it was a pretty obvious choice, and that is stainless steel kitchens. So the whole premise of the store was to build a contemporary stainless steel kitchen.
When you walk into Cherry Creek, we have different zones. So we have a polarized zone, we have an extreme sports zone, we have different areas that allow you to focus on different kind of product groups.
Customers should come and shop at N3L for our authentic sport performance concept. I mean, we carry 21 brands all dedicated to sport. Our store is organized and merchandised by specific sport, so regardless of what you're looking for, you're going to find it at N3L.
What makes N3L unique is that we're the premier destination for sport optics. There's some things we do differently. We're very innovative with our technology and also very innovative with the way we train our store associates.
A really successful experience is when there's a real connection between our sales associates, the technology, and the customer.
The technology in the store has created is this experience environment where people are coming in and just hanging out and playing with the technology we have. You don't find that in normal retail experiences.
The consumer that we're targeting is a sports enthusiast, a weekend warrior, or a casual athlete.
We're going to be the destination for your top competitors all the way down to your average everyday Joe looking for a pair of sport eyewear.
We've developed some really innovative technology that allows you to learn and research and understand how the lenses perform, how the different glasses are used, and what we recommend for what sports.
There's 3 technologies in the store. The first one is what we call the RFID mirrors. And essentially, these mirrors are smart. They know exactly what glass you're wearing. When you walk up to them, they tell you everything about that glass.
The technology in the store is not only informative and leading the consumer and helping them choose the right product, but it also engages the consumer in a very different way.
Consumer can pick up a product and automatically in a mirror they're looking at is taking a picture of themselves and emailing it to friends.
A second technology that's really key is our immersive display.
What the immersive display is a touch screen. You go up there, you can drag things around, and helps the consumer get the type of glass they want.
They can actually pick specific eyewear, lens tints, materials, frame materials that are going to match that sport.
I can enter some information about what I need, what I'm looking for, what my primary use is going to be, and it's going to help me make the best selection of product get me into the lens that I should be in.
We then allow the customer to try on a glass that meets those characteristics and use the environmental system. If it's a polarized glass, there'll be glare simulations.
And Bender is really trying to recreate outdoors inside in a way that you're physically putting on the glasses, looking at settings.
And it'll show you how the polarization works. 1 minute, see the image, no problem with the glasses on, take it off, and then you see all this glare.
It is one of the few stores in the industry that really is a completely interactive experience.
So those are 3 very experimental platforms that have never really been tried before.
We are trying to do the best for you as a consumer. We're trying to help you make the best choice, not just sell what we want to sell.
Quite honestly, I think we built a store that we ourselves would want to shop at. That's what we did.
And we think that's going to bring people back to the store over and over again, and it will become a destination for their needs.